Yes, good evening and welcome to the Joy of Sets, where tonight, as you can see, we have some pictures that need hanging, we have a feature wall that needs covering, and we have a flat-pack chair that needs assembling. And over the next half hour, we won't be doing any of that because neither Ed nor myself have any fricking interest in renovations.
Oh, fricking, you say, Tone?
Yeah, I do, because when we filmed this, our time slot hadn't been confirmed, so I do have to say fricking.
Tony, we're on Channel 9, so I just assume it's somewhere in between the Big Bang Theory.
It probably is. But if we had a renovation show, it'd just be us getting someone in to do that.
Yes.
Or moving, or just not doing it at all.
I don't think you should say that, Tony, because people love renovating, especially on TV.
Don't they just? And why is that? That's what we're going to attempt to find out tonight, unless we get distracted by more scenes from My Monkey Baby.
Ooh.
But as I understand it, Ed, the idea is to come up with a new and original renovation show that looks and feels exactly like everyone else's renovation show.
That is a very cheap shot, Tony, and it really bothers me when people say that The Block and Top Design and Renovators copy each other, because you only have to look at the contestants to see how different they are.
A single mum doing it for her kids.
Okay. Perfect, quick sympathy getter there from Top Design.
Right.
Single mum.
Sure.
The Renovators wouldn't copy that single mum angle.
No.
My name is Keenan. I'm a single dad and I run my own concreting business.
It's a single dad, completely different. But as you watch these shows, Tony, you start to learn what they're looking for in a contestant.
Soul-deadening tedium?
No. They need to have someone who has a touching story, someone the audience will barrack for.
Okay.
Here are some examples and see if you can pick the one that I've made up.
The youth worker who believes style comes from the heart.
My name is Joanne. I'm a part-time renovator. I'm a full-time mother.
Luke is a doll-bludging heroin addict and is currently trying to break into Jamie Dewey's car.
OK, Tony, which one?
Is it the last one?
Yes, it was the last one. The doll-bludging junkie. He's not from the Renovators. He's from Dancing with the Stars.
I knew it. Of course he is.
OK, so that's your cast. But, Tone, the biggest part of any renovation show is the challenges. And that's why I'm so addicted to the Renovators.
Right.
Because they have the best challenges.
Renovators, your challenge is as simple as this. You've got to hammer a nail into this piece of wood.
Oh, Peter, you've just missed it.
My whole world just shattered.
Yeah, his world is shattered, and so is my desire to keep watching the Renovators. It's nailing a nail into a piece of wood, Tone. It's too much action for one show. It is. But a crucial device in a renovation show is the dramatic sound effect over a contestant's face so the audience knows what they are feeling.
$100,000 in cash.
She's concerned.
But you guys went $4,000 over budget.
He's worried. And Tony's gone crazy. He's fine now. He's fine. But, Tony, with the renovation show sound effects, it's not just people that can be dramatic. Dramatic bath. Dramatic toilet. Dramatic corner.
On a show like The Block, do you think any of it's faked?
What?
No. Do you think they cheat in the editing?
What do you mean?
Well, let me show you something, and you tell me if this is even remotely believable.
After we left Mitre 10, we raced down to IKEA. We knew what we wanted, and we were in and out in probably 15 minutes.
What? You've never heard of such a thing?
Nah, that's got to be fake. That's a fake.
I'll tell you something. Something I have noticed, Ed, is that renovation shows themselves are now getting renovated. They're getting bigger and bigger, and frankly, I think it's gotten out of control.
This year, The Block is going to be bigger and more competitive than ever before.
Hey, guys.
How you going, man? Hey, how you going? Hey, how you going? But this is The Block, and there's always another surprise just around the corner. The first four couples are about to find out they're getting double trouble. Four more couples have no idea what it all means.
Yeah, then we saw the other couples were like, uh-oh.
Yeah, but then Scott came out.
I guess you now know what you're up against. But this being The Block, the surprises don't end there.
When we saw the other 8 couples, we were like, holy shit.
That's right. you'll be up against these 8 couples. But this being the block, we thought, let's not make it that easy. That's why you'll be up against these 16 couples in a renovation battle of the century. And because this is the block, the only thing standing in your way is this.
And then we saw the other 32 couples and we thought this was bullshit.
Yeah. And that was before we even saw the other 64 couples.
We're calling this the 64 couple challenge. Or would be if it wasn't for...
When the other 108 couples showed up, I thought, how fucking long is this series?
This being the block, these 216 couples will be competing against Warwick Kappa.
What's this? I don't know about fucking renovating.
Hang on, what's with the potty mouth? I don't like to see our guests swear again.
No, that's the hardest working hot pants in showbiz.
Yeah, this is the joy of sets, and after the break, proof that anyone can host a renovation show.
Good news.
Look at that. Oh, hello. Welcome back to the joy of sets. Tony, Ed, and tonight it's renovation shows. And to see how it's done properly, let's head to the US where they bust out the big names.
Vanilla Ice. Hip-hop icon. Home renovation expert. We are gonna pimp this mother out. It's Hammer time. Vanilla style. Word to your contractor.
No one believes Ice is a renovator.
Ice project.
Okay, the voiceover said word to your contractor. Is that word bankrupt?
Do you want Vanilla Ice coming round to do your renovations? I don't know, I had Coolio come round to put in a retaining wall. It was hopeless, no permits, nothing. Terrible. But as the man himself points out...
When I'm not touring around the world, I'm making money in real estate.
Right, so that'd be all of the time then, wouldn't it?
And he's holding up all the money he's ever made in real estate. It's about $65 from my counter there. But everything is bigger and crazier in the US, Tony, which is why they have a show called $1 Million Decorators. Money is no object, and the presenters are passionate.
Decorating is totally delicious.
Decorating is delicious. You just can't stop doing Martin's voice. It's so ridiculous that it must be real. Deliciously real. But even though Martin is $1 million decorator, he still has an eye for a bargain.
The mirror is about $15,000. It's a very important piece for this room, so actually it's an absolute bargain.
Yeah. $15,000 mirror. At that price, I'll have none, thanks.
I get the feeling that mirrors are very important to Martin.
Yes, they are. So, who are Martin's $1 million clients? Well, with all this money, they must be like doctors or lawyers, maybe movie stars. They must be like real upper-class types.
Joe Francis is an extremely important client. He's created this extraordinary empire of girls gone wild and guys gone wild.
Or it could be the founder of Girls Gone Wild and Guys Gone Wild. Now, I know what that guy wants in a room, a hidden camera and a jug of illusions. But Mr. Girls Gone Wild has a problem.
Right.
His mansion in Mexico is being so poorly run that Martin has to get down there and sort out some really serious issues.
So, everybody, the screening room, the pillows. You have a go and fix that for me.
Okay.
And show me how that should look.
Okay, ¿pueden acomodarlo por él?
Okay, you guys, it's just pillows, it's not brain surgery, okay? We have a pattern. The pattern goes up.
Okay.
You guys took the pillows and turned them the wrong way, okay?
Okay.
I'm seeing 2 brown pillows next to each other. Okay, so that's not... We don't do that.
Oh, my God. The creator of Girls Gone Wild has 10 housekeepers in Mexico that can't get the pattern of pillows right. It's a disaster. What if the guys behind Wet T-Shirts Weekend come over and see this? They'll be scandalised. They'll drop their super soakers.
This is great, but after watching all those episodes, how do you really feel about Martin?
I think Martin is totally delicious.
OK, it started. So, how do you make a renovation show for a non-renovator like myself who finds it all too challenging? Well, you create one that makes you think, yeah, I could do that.
This is Canada's Worst Handyman. Season 4.
Season 4. He's so proud of that. But why would you go on it? Is that a title that people covet? Canada's worst handyman?
I think that title is totally delicious.
Now, just stop it. Let's stop that now. OK. Now, I love this show because people say things that I think I've said myself down at Bunnings.
Johnny doesn't have a hacksaw.
Here's a hacksaw. Isn't this a hacksaw?
That's an axe.
Can that possibly be real?
I think that it...
Don't you dare. OK, I do identify with this show, and even though I am not Canadian myself, I think I could still win it, because this is exactly what it would be like if I tried to make a table.
Let's try it. What the heck is that? Oh, my God! I'm gonna try to beat this off, so hold on, or...
What happens next is too shocking for us to screen in this time slot. How could she have missed a fifth leg on a table?
No.
But she's great. Look, here she is copying my method of screw driving.
Perfect. So how did that happen? Look at that. Oh, jeez. I just took my finger off then. How'd you do that?
No, how did you do that, Canada? How did you come up with a show that makes everyone watching feel like a genius? Brilliant work, all concerned.
Delicious work, even.
Ed, can you please stop doing that? It's so off-putting. Like every time I mention I like a vacation with Elton John.
This Christmas, I'm spending it with the guys from the Footy Show.
This Christmas, I'm having my scrotum remodelled. I call it my Martin Sachs.
After the break, Martin, we've got our mystery door guest.
Oh, who is it?
I don't know. I'll ask our head researcher. Hey, Martin, who's coming through the mystery door?
I can't tell you, boys, but what I can tell you is they're delicious.
Oh, that's wonderful. I'm going to need so many margaritas.
Fantastic. Stay with us.
Please don't go anywhere. Everyone who comes back gets a guava compress.
Oh, my goodness, I'm schwitzing.
You're kind of a pirate tonight, don't you feel?
I'm an urban pirate. Watch out or I'll steal your booty.
Yes. Welcome back. It's the joy of sets, Ed, Tony and renovation shows. That's what we're doing tonight, and it is time to open the mystery door.
Tony, should we renovate the mystery door before we open it?
I don't know. I'm undecided. Let's get some advice from our mystery guest.
Ooh.
It's Deborah Hutton! What a wonderful, pre-arranged surprise. Beautiful.
Come on in, Deb.
Thank you, Deborah.
Lovely to see you. Come on in.
Thank you,
How are you
Deborah.
going? Oh,
hello.
Romance.
So, I'm a bit mad about this set. You can see you spent tens of dollars on it.
Yeah, well, most of this stuff was stolen out of the back of Daryl Summers' car.
I tell you what, God forbid you ever wanted to sell it, because, you know, one thing I have learnt with all these renovating shows is to declutter before you sell.
Oh, really?
Looking around here, I don't even know where you'd start.
People don't think Batmobiles add to the value?
But Deborah, you did Amazing Homes a few years ago.
I did.
We've been back into the archives and we've pulled out the episode. Do you remember this when you visited Prix d'Amour?
Oh, my God.
The
You've
home.
got Rose Porteous.
That's the one. Have a look.
Deb, this is the ballroom, and this is probably the most misunderstood part of the home.
It's very opulent. I mean, it's a
Yes.
beautiful space.
That's right.
Beautiful space. How diplomatic is that? Commenting on the air itself, not the many hideous objects arranged around the room.
I couldn't believe it, because she had this, she said, I have a Waterford chandelier. And what they did was she actually put the chandelier in first, and they built the house around the chandelier.
Oh, my God. That's what we did with our kangaroo.
It was Waterford.
But I like the bit where Rose explains the colour scheme.
You love colour, Rose, don't you?
Yeah, it's all green. You know, I took them from eyeshadows.
From eyeshadows?
Everything here is from makeup, okay? Lipstick on carpets and eyeshadows, you know?
That's fantastic. I was speechless. I mean, what are you going to do? You're going to renovate a house. You spent trillions on this house. I'll just get out my makeup kit and just choose a few colours. She had passion pink. She had that hideous green.
Which is the colour of lipstick, apparently.
That's right. Yes, when you're dying and you're turning blue.
But I hate to bring this up, Deb, but...
Oh, no.
I know, I'm sorry, I have to do it,
No.
because...
Oh, this was a moment.
Surely the highlight was when you discovered Rose's karaoke machine.
But I've got something to tell you that I never thought I would.
But I believe you really ought to know.
know, Deb...
That's funny.
Deb.
I can't believe you dragged that out.
Deb, with singing that bad, you could win Australia's Got Talent. Well, she looks like she hates you so much in that clip.
I tell you, she was really pissed off because, you know, we actually went for a while there, and then we kept the song going. I was starting to enjoy myself, and she's starting to cut me off. She's starting to sing a bit louder. I'm thinking, OK, it's your machine, you can have it.
Deb, was there anything that didn't make it to air?
Yeah, OK, there was one particular moment where she took us to the kitchen and we wandered past, and she just casually looked at the big... She had a huge cool room, and she kind of casually walked past and just said, that's where they put Lang for a couple of days, and then she just sort of wandered off. And she wandered off like it was nothing, and I'm thinking, did she just say what I thought she said?
And how and do these shows, do you find people are happy to see you, excited?
Yeah, pretty much. Because Amazing Homes was different to Location. So Amazing Homes was all about their pride and joy.
In American shows, we've got one here. Do you know Extreme Makeover Home Edition? Oh, yeah. Look how excited people are to see the team from that program.
Good morning, Brown family! Gloria, Bobby, Fred, and Janae, wake up!
Can't wait to get out of that house.
How many takes do you reckon they had to do of her falling over? Well, that's the kind of hold that these shows have over their audience, even though this is Extreme Makeover, where they don't just remodel your house. Oh, no, they wipe it off the face of the earth.
Fire in the hole!
Now, that is a renovator's challenge right there. We couldn't get Scott Cam, so we brought in Al-Qaeda.
Yeah. Do you see all the American flags there?
I don't know, what are they celebrating?
But does completely blowing up someone's house count as renovation?
Annihilation.
Yes, of course. But, Deb, before we go, is there anything that you could do to renovate our set?
Yeah, something... We haven't got a lot of time.
Actually, stand up. I think I know what to do.
Yeah.
Okay. I think if I just grab... Maybe this one.
Oh, the cushions.
Put that over there. I think the pattern's got to be up on that side. I think if we do that, I think that just kind of sets up.
Oh, my God. Martin was right. The pillows changed the whole room.
Oh, that's fantastic.
You've just got to have a feel for this stuff.
It's gorgeous, Deb. I love it.
That's beautiful, and this is the joy of sets. After the break, not on my network, and we'll show you one of the weirdest renovation shows ever filmed. It's like being at Prix d'Amour. Welcome back to the joy of sets. The delicious Deborah Hutton is still with us. Yes.
Not going anywhere.
And right now, it's time to play.
Here's how the game works. Tony, Deborah and I are going to read out 3 awful ideas for a renovation show. One of them is real and actually made it to air. A volunteer audience member has to guess which one.
And that volunteer is you, sir. Chris, I think your name is?
Yep, that would be me.
Good work, Chris. If you guess correctly, you will take home a wonderful prize from the recently renovated Joy of Sets gift shop.
Yes, and helping us out with the pointing tonight, would you please welcome an original pull-shoving prize model from the 1994 mild hit Man Oh Man, Miss Maya Gomez. Oh, yes, and up for grabs tonight, the High Five memory game. Hours of fun trying to remember who any of them are. Mr. Squiggle and the preposterous purple crocodile. See how many barely disguised dick jokes you can find on the cover. Authentic Plucker Duck doll does whatever the Daryl Summers doll tells it to do. And the script of this week's Joy of Sets makes a handsome addition to any waste paper basket. It could all be yours tonight. Beautifully gestured.
Okay.
Maya.
Here we go. I will get us started. Tanked. The renovation adventures of 2 brothers who have devoted their lives to building one-of-a-kind fish tanks. Together, they create giant, incredibly expensive fish tanks that look like pyramids, phone booths and parts of the female anatomy.
Oh, dear. Or is it Nail Me, a Dutch dating program where single men are given 10 grand in 24 hours to design and create the ultimate love nest? 3 single women decide which is the winning nest. The man who designed it then has to choose which of the women to take there for the night.
Ooh. Deb.
Or it could be, how would Jesus do it? An American cable TV show where contestants are challenged to build items of furniture only using the tools and materials that were available in the time of Jesus, the world's most famous carpenter.
OK, Chris, which one is the real show? Tanked, Nail Me, or How Would Jesus Do It?
Well, they've all got potential, but I'm going to go with C, How Would Jesus Do It?
Is he right?
You have a real phone that's inside it. Redneck made this custom bubbler that's built into the receiver.
She's a call but pretending to be thrilled. A fish tank phone booth, just what she never wanted.
So, they... I'm sorry, So they got a whole series out of that.
Yeah, it's a great show. It really is. And I actually showed my 12-year-old nephew that, and he went, "That is incredible. You mean people used to stand in there and make a phone call? Never heard of such a thing."
Sorry about that, Chris, but just for playing, you get to have your pillows rearranged by this man.
But before we go, one last tip if you're thinking of making a renovation show. Always finish with an eye-catching centrepiece, and to demonstrate, here she is, the Queen of Australian ice sculpting, Deborah Hutton.
Under our end credits. Sonia, how many times do I have to tell you we don't have any end